Now, in view of what we have just seen from the Quran, we can summarize the discussion till this point, and that is the Quran, which calls itself Burhan, Zikra, Furqan, Huda, Al-Kitab and many other names, has at least 4 important aspects. First, it is a historical document. It has been collected, every single word, historically, correctly from day one. And on that count, to the best of my knowledge, and for last over 45 years, I have been reading texts on comparative religion, which is my specialization, and I am not aware of any single sacred text of the Buddhists, Zoroastrians, Taoist, Hindu, Jewish, Christian or any other African religions where they can claim that whatever they have in the book form today is exactly what was revealed to their prophets. None of the books can ever claim that. It's the Quran alone which tells us that we have revealed it. Now nazala zikra wa inna lahu lahafizun, and we are its protector. So, from day one the Quran has been protected. Not a single ayah or any statement has been lost or confused, though. So, its historicity is dependable. Secondly, we find that it is objective, it is not subjective, it is not Prophet's contribution of mind, but Prophet received it and conveyed to us in exactly same manner. Thirdly, it is not a book which was for a specific time. None of its teachings are confined to 7th century or 10th century, and please go and do your own research and ask followers of any religion, do their religious text contains everything which is relevant today, or you find on the title page written, this is the revised version of King James, this is the revised version of Oxford University, this is the revised version of ABA, American Bible Association, this is the revised version of Greek Orthodox Church, and so on and so forth. Every single text has been revised, manipulated and changed. And quite often you will find that some texts have been declared apocrypha, which have been developed later on, yet we will read those. The Quran alone is an objective text with universality, that it is not limited to one single age or people or time. Again, a big confusion exists. You will find quite often people think it came for Arabs. No, it never came for Arabs. It came in Arabic, but meant for the whole of humanity, hudan linnas, not for Arabs. It criticized Arabs and says, you Arabs, the Quran has not gone below your throat. It looks on them critically and tells them, wake up, understand it. It's your language, yeah, you don't understand it. Therefore, it is not addressed to one people, it's not confined to, universally. And lastly, it has applicability. Every single ayah has applicability. It is not just theory, it is not quote unquote just ethics and you have something like morality separate, but it is one and same text that provides guidance in engineering, in anatomy, in philosophy, in literature, in every area of life. Therefore, these aspects make this book unique and qualifies to be the source of thought. Next please. I will try to go quickly. I have just put some Quranic references in order to substantiate what I said a while ago. This ayah tells you that when was the Quran revealed? In the month of Ramadan. And then you find in next slide the ayah that tells you not only in the month of Ramadan, but in which part of Ramadan. So it was sent in Laylatul Mubarakah or in the Laylatul Qadr, in night of power. It also tells us that it is a book that has provided a culture of knowledge. So the very first revelation comes and tells us that read it, recite it, because this is the source of knowledge, and then invites the reader to think on how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made human being from a clot, and then says that how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to reach human beings with pen, and then what He wants to teach human being what he never knew. What else could be more emphatic statement on ilm and achievement of knowledge and learning than the very first revelation? But you never try to read that or read its translation or look for its implications. It also tells us that it has come to transform human mind and thought and feelings, and all that is done in terms of a gradual process. Therefore, it says that we have revealed the Quran in parts, segments, that you may recite it to people slowly and with deliberation. For that we have revealed it gradually, so it could provide them sustenance in thinking. If the whole of the Quran was given one night, then can we implement all aspects? But gradual revelation means keeping in view human nature, human retention. It was sent that much which was easy for human beings to understand and apply, and then next portion came. Therefore, the Quran tells us that we have revealed it in segments, and it is put as an argument against those who don't believe the Quran. The advantage of this kind of revelation could be summarized in what we have from ahadith. Ahadith tell us that at one point in time, usually maximum 5 or 10 ayat were revealed. And if you look into human psyche, you will find that quite often up to 6 or 7 digit we can pick up things very easily. Therefore, car number plates are not put in 20 digits. And therefore, we find that the Quranic revelation was done in a way that those ayat 5 or 7 or 10 could be very easily understood, memorized and applied. And then each time when these ayat come, they again invite people to think. So, if the ayah came, Allah has made oceans where huge ships sail, then at the end of the ayah it said, those who are knowledgeable think on it. Again, if another ayah came which said that we have made for you animals like cattle, and you find that from one and same biological structure, blood is made, body waste is made and milk is made. A biotechnology is taking place within the body of this animal. For you it has most nutritious milk, for you it has best kind of meat. Even the waste can be used for making electricity. through biotechnology. Now, all these aspects, when said, again it is said, think on it, which means you Muslims or believers or readers of the Quran, don't take it just a book of some secrets, but a book which has opened itself up and invites you to investigate and do research. The more we distance ourselves from the Quran, the more scientific progress shrink. And this is our history. Go and see in Tashkent, observatory of Ulugh Beg. Beautiful telescopes and instruments are still lying there because they read the Quran, and the Quran said, look in the skies and find out what is there. How could they look? So they thought, let's make a telescope to look into sky. And when they were told, look into human being, they came with instruments of surgery and many other things which help them in understanding human nature. So the ayat that come in segment, each ayah invites people to think. Then we find that the Quran, as it tells us, has been revealed in 23 years, but it has been preserved in Lawh Mahfuz, in Baitul Izzah, a very respectable place. Yet it says, in the night of power we revealed it, which means that the whole of the Quran was given for humanity and kept in the sacred sky place, a sacred place in the sky, from where segments were sent gradually. Allah knew very well at what time what segment is to be sent, but the whole thing was there. It is just like in your hard disk you have some text preserved, and from that you take one portion for your one research paper, other for the other research paper, but it's there in hard disk. So the Quran was kept somewhere in heaven in a sacred place, and from there it was sent. And normally it was, as I said a while ago, 5 ayat. So I have given reference to various surah where it is observed fully.